Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show. Say good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy, and for some reason, we have no idea why I'm not there, my physical face and all of that, but my avatar is here tonight, and as the show must go on, I have no idea what has happened with my camera. It is saying,
Uh-oh. Hi, everyone. I don't know what's going on, but the Real Chat Daddy Show. Oh, he's back.
yeah, I have to check on all of that, but we have another great show planned for your viewing and listening pleasure this evening. Can you guys hear me all good?
I can hear you, Chat.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll just have to go with my avatar this evening. We apologize, you guys. I have no idea what is going on, but we'll check on all of this. But the show must go on. So, as you guys all know, June is Black Music Month. And during the month of June, we're celebrating all things that is Black music. Last night, Kay Renee, as well as a group of my friends and associates, had the privilege of going to a private screening of Soul of Summer. And this was back in 1969 in Harlem. It was a music festival. This is a production by Questlove of the famed group The Roots. And we had a phenomenal time. So later on in the show, we're going to talk about Summer of Soul. Kay Renee, wasn't it amazing last night?
It was a wonderful musical history lesson. And even though I'm saddened this festival was never aired, I'm glad that we now get the privilege to see it. I was just in awe.
Right. Very good. All right. It was outstanding to say the least.
Hmm.
We have a young lady who is joining us this evening. She is Miss Black Illinois Talented Teen 2021. I am excited to talk to this precious young lady later on. She's amazing. Some of her she roles are women that we all admire and adore. And so we're looking forward to talking to her tonight on the show. All right, well, Kay Renee, let's move on with tonight's news stories. We usually start off with the top not HIV, but COVID-19 numbers.
Hmm.
But now we don't hear those reports much anymore. So go right ahead with our first news story of the evening.
Well, here's the thing that happened locally here in Chicago. Governor J.B. Pritzker, for those student athletes, he signed a bill which is called the Student Athlete Compensation Bill. So earlier today, Governor J.B. Pritzker signed a bill for college athletes to make money off their celebrity. How interesting is
Really?
that?
That
Yes.
that is phenomenal. Think about all of the athletes that we had: Ben Wilson, Mike Conley.
Yes.
Think about most of these athletes come from adverse situations. A lot of
Hmm.
times, finances are not where they should be. And these young people really are making money for other people. So I think
Yes.
that is phenomenal. And I understand they can't do any liquor or gambling ads or
No.
anything like that. But, they were saying that one young lady who has a disability, she will now be able to be a spokesperson for her disability and then get paid for it because she's an athlete. So I think it's a win-win.
Absolutely. And Illinois has become one of a handful of states that now will allow student athletes, regardless of their sport or division, to hire agents and sign endorsement deals. So this becomes effective on July the 1st.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing to say the least.
Yes.
All right, very good. I like that. Hip
Yes.
hip hooray on that one. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes, congratulations
Absolutely.
to all Illinois athletes. This will make everybody up their game. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
of
To
course.
be the best.
Of
Yes, and think about the number of young people who were affected during this pandemic, and so
yes.
yes, just great in many ways. So congratulations
Mhm.
to all of these athletes in the state of Illinois that will be able to get you some money and some shine, baby. Yes.
Amen. Amen. And interesting that this happened when we went off the air last week, but this has to be mentioned. We have now a black woman judge of the Circuit Court of Appeals, Miss
What?
Candace Jackson Akiwume. She becomes the second black woman to serve on the Seventh Court Circuit of Appeals, which is based here in Chicago, and the only lone woman now of circuit court nationwide. And
Wow.
her name is Ms. Candace because President Biden nominated her early this year, and she had to be confirmed by the Senate. And interestingly enough, of course, every Democratic senator confirmed her, but 3 Republicans crossed the field and voted for her. And you'll be
Really?
surprised who confirmed what Republicans did confirm her. Lindsey Graham, as I like to call him, Looney Lindsey,
Looney Lindsay, Looney Lindsay.
Susan Collins, and Lisa Murkowski. They confirmed her, while the rest of the Republicans they skipped the confirmation. But the
Okay.
final vote was 53-40. And here's some interesting nuggets about Judge Jackson Akawumi. She's originally from Norfolk, Virginia.
Uh-huh.
She went to Princeton and undergrad and got her law degree from Yale Law School. And she
Wow.
comes from a family of judges. Her father is U.S. District Judge Raymond A. Jackson, and her mother is former Norfolk General District Court Judge Gwendolyn Jackson. So
Wow.
congratulations, Black
Right.
Girl Magic.
Yes, very good. Absolutely.
hmm
We're very excited about that. Well, speaking of Black Girl Magic, are you done with the judge story?
I am.
Very good. Well, speaking of Black Girl Magic, this past Sunday evening was the 2021 BET Awards.
Yes.
And the crowning jewel, or the master crown, went to legendary hip hop artist, Golden Globe winning actress, Emmy winning TV producer, you name it, trendsetter, Queen Latifah. She received a Lifetime Achievement Award at the 2021 BET Awards. And during her acceptance speech in closing, she thanked her partner Ebony Nichols. And she also mentioned her son, and Rebel, I think is the child's name. It is.
Mm-hmm.
And quite an accomplishment. She had her dad on stage with her. As we all know, Latifah's mom died, so she showed a picture of her mom. But it's amazing how far, to me, I wonder if it had to be where she finally would receive Lifetime Achievement honors for her to finally feel comfortable with coming out. June is Pride Month. She did say Happy Pride. And so just interesting. I mean, I think I've been knowing about Latifah and what Latifah liked for many years. And I don't pass judgment. That's not my place to do so. But I think all of that was so interesting at the BET Awards. What do you think?
Oh, without question. One, she looked like royalty, first and foremost. And when she accepted her award, she was very humble, quite emotional, to give homage to her mother. I always loved seeing the two of them when they acted in Living Single, because it was such a genuine relationship on the show. And I knew she was close to her brother, who was killed in a motorcycle accident early in her career, because she
Wait,
always
real quick, baby. We want to make sure that ain't gunshot, right?
no, sweetie, it's fireworks.
Okay. All right.
We keep it.
We just want to keep it real. We don't want to have to duck. I know y'all can't see me tonight. I'm an avatar. We don't know what's going on with my camera, but I just wanted to make sure we didn't have to all duck. You know what I'm saying? And we're not even in the same location, but I just wanted to make sure we didn't have to duck. Okay, very good.
I'm good.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Yay, my hands are up clapping, y'all. Okay,
Okay,
I know you can't see them, but yeah.
Those are these fireworks have been going off even before Juneteenth.
I know, honey.
That's
I know.
another story.
I know. Well, I just wanted to make sure you was okay. That's all. Okay,
I'm good.
I digress. Look, this is Ghetto Witness News, y'all. Ghetto Witness News. All right, go right ahead. Yeah.
No, I was very proud of her for and being authentic, because as we all know, when the moment she filmed set it off, everybody suspected, but she now has confirmed, and I'm glad she feels comfortable in her own skin to give homage and praise to her wife, her partner, as well as her son. So
Right.
I love Latifah. Even now, she's in the hit show The Equalizer, which is having season 2 in the fall. For those who are Equalizer fans, she kills it as Robin McCall. So she is just very diverse, very versatile. And I'm sure she's going to get many lifetime achievement awards to come. But I know this is very special to her because it comes from us, right? Oh, are
Right? Just
you
hold tight,
there?
hold tight.
All right, yay!
Oh
Uh
wait.
oh.
Oh, I can't remove me. Oh, okay. Yay, there we go.
Yay!
Yay.
There's Chat Daddy.
Yay. I apologize, you guys. We don't know what the hell is going on. So okay, very good.
One of our viewers said Mercury retrograde may still be in effect or may be ending. I don't know.
I have no idea. I'm just glad we got that situation rectified so people could at least see me tonight. Good evening, everybody. How you guys doing? I apologize. We have no idea what's going on. I'm using my phone now. So just
Uh oh. Chat Daddy will return shortly, ladies and gents. But there he is.
all right, never mind. It booted me out.
Oh no.
Can you hear me? Oh
I can
wait.
hear you. I can hear you fine, Chat.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I can't hear you now.
Uh oh.
Say something again.
Hello. I can hear
Yay.
you.
Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I tried to make it work on my phone. I apologize. Okay. Very good. So you were saying what about the equalizer?
Yes. So for those who have not who know about this is a series that has come full circle because Edward Woodward played the original Equalizer, and then of course we all know Denzel played it on the big screen. Now they wanted a woman, and what a woman to play this role is Queen Latifah. So
Right.
she is just extremely versatile. As I said, she will probably get more Lifetime Achievement Awards, but I know this is very special to her because it comes from us.
Hmm.
So,
Very good. All right. Well, other exciting news at the 2021 BET Awards included our girl rapper Cardi B. Cardi
mm-hmm.
B is pregnant. The rapper reveals she's expecting her second child during a BET Award performance. Cardi B's WAP also means that she was a winner at the BET Awards, but it also means she's pregnant. The rapper surprised fans with the news when she and her husband Offset are now saying that they're expecting their second child. And this was during a Migos performance that they revealed this. Cardi joined the group for Type S Snit, appeared on stage in an embroidered Dolce Gabbana bodysuit with a sheer panel in the abdomen area. I almost couldn't say that. That exposed Cardi's bulging belly. And she had on matching leggings and shoes. She looked great. And so the couple is already the parents of a daughter who turns 3 in July. Offset 29 is also the daughter of Khalees, 6 years old, and the son of Cody. His sons Cody and Jordan, 6 and 11, from a previous relationship. So what do you think? Oh, and I thought Taraji did a great job as the host.
I didn't get a chance to see the full show, but when I saw, hi, Miss Debbie. When I saw Cardi's performance, I have to give it to her because a lot of women who expect children, they're just really trying to make it so they can have a healthy baby. She just went all out. I mean, we all remember Beyonce when she announced she was pregnant, right? So,
Right, right.
um, kudos to Miss Cardi, and I pray that it's a healthy child for both her and Offset.
Yes, I do too. Now, the only thing is that the BET Awards makes me now feel as if I'm old. When I look at any parts of the BET Awards, half of the people I have no idea who they are. I may have heard their music, but then I'm not necessarily sure of who does that song. Like I know Lil Wayne's voice very distinctively. I know Lil Nas X. I mean, I do know Cardi and her and things like
Mm-hmm.
that, but it was so many different variants of people, just like the COVID coronavirus. I just didn't, it just does not appeal to me as much as it used to.
I agree. I can agree with that. I mean, the thing, as I said, I did not see the show, but I did see snippets. Again, Cardi B's performance, Queen Latifah's. You mentioned Little Nas X. his his attire and the bodaciousness of what he did. I was like, oh my, but you know, he is who he is, and I was like, dang.
Okay,
I'm
well, for those of you all that are wondering what K. Renee is talking about, the BET Awards at the end really did highlight gay pride with a very seductive performance by Little Nas X. He won
mm,
over the crowd with his number one hit, Montero, which is Call Me By Your Name, which ended with the rapper locking lips with a male background dancer as the crowd roared loudly. Some audience member even jumped to their seat in praise after seeing this. His set and design was really interesting because it reminded me of Michael Jackson's Remember the Times. He had a
yes.
whole Egyptian theme.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Lil Nas X even paid tribute to Michael Jackson by doing a break dance during his performance. But now here's my biggest question. The dancer who he kissed, I wonder if that's his number one boo thing. And I guess he knew that kiss was coming. Because if not, now we talking about you fraternizing with the boss, and then I wonder if he gonna be kissing on the other boys like that. And then what if nobody knew that the dancer was gay? Well, I mean, so
So many questions.
so
So
many
many
questions,
questions.
so many questions. Yes, absolutely.
Well, speaking of, since we're on entertainment, for those who are Real Housewife junkie fans, myself, this is a little bit disturbing news, but as you all know, the real OG of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Lanithia, better known as Nene Leakes, unfortunately, her husband Greg is back in the hospital because his colon cancer has returned.
Oh
And
no.
it is really, I know for a fact that he was diagnosed in 2018, and it really caused a serious rift in their marriage. Because, and as you know, you're a cancer survivor, your whole demeanor changes, right? When
Right.
you're diagnosed with something like that. And, Greg was hospitalized, he had to start a new regimen as far as nutrition. And, he mentioned that he stated on the show that he was in remission. Well, now it's returned. He's back in the hospital. He was in the hospital earlier this week. Is now recovering from surgery. So we just send our thoughts not only to Greg but to Nene and their family, because going through that is no joke.
No,
So
it's not. It's really not. It really is not. It's very sad. And we do want to send speedy recovery to him and the entire family. So, yes, you're absolutely right. People don't understand the devastation of cancer. And I went through my cancer journey alone. So
yeah.
it's just one of those things that I will never, ever forget. And that's why now I try to do everything I can about peace, healing, harmony.
Mm-hmm.
That speaks volumes on just having to go through this in a public eye, and it's a lot to deal with. It really is.
And then finally, with entertainment, I got another couple stories, but one,
Go ahead,
I
darling. They're
know
all yours.
everybody who is anybody watches General Hospital. Even I watched it. I mean,
Yay! Luke and
even though
Laura, right?
what? Well, I did watch that, but I was on my children. But I was a Channel 2 soap girl. As World Turns, Edge of Night. All that. But the soap world has some sad news to report. Dr. Alan Quartermain, who was the character but was played by Stuart Damon, made his transition today at the age of 84 due to renal failure. And his
Oh
career
no.
spanned over 50 years. He also played in soaps like As the World Turns and Days of Our Lives. But everybody knows, if you didn't watch General Hospital, you knew who the Quartermains were. They were the central character of the soap. And Dr.
Right.
Alan Quartermain he was a good looking man too. But sadly, he's gone to that hospital in the sky. So, our
Oh
prayers go out to
no.
his family. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
announced earlier today that he had passed.
Oh no. All right. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them as well too. All right. Go right ahead.
And guess what? We're talking about movies. Netflix has announced a new all black cast called The Harder They Fall. I
Really?
saw the trailer, and baby, guess who's in it? Idris
Who?
Elba,
Really?
Idris, Regina King, Delroy Lindo, Jonathan Majors, and Lakeith Stanfield. It's a
Wow.
western. Here's the deal. Harder They Fall has a main theme of revenge, with the protagonist played by actor Jonathan Majors, who is African American. He's avenging the man who killed his parents. So, but
Okay.
he finds out his enemy, played by Idris Elba, was released from prison, and the lead character rounds up his gang, desperate for revenge. And see, Regina King, who we all remember her from Brenda and 227.
Right.
She is playing like this cow girl, like nobody. And you talk about gun shooting, gun toting. That woman is a bad son of a gun. So check out the
Mm.
trailer. It's called The Harder They Fall. It's set to be released by Netflix this autumn of this year. And it looks
Okay.
to be really action packed.
Very good. Very good. All right. Well, for those of you all that are just joining us, welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I apologize that I'm an avatar tonight, but for some reason my camera is saying it's not working, and it's actually in my system. So I have no idea what that's about, but thank God the show must go on. We have a lot to talk about this evening. Want to wish you all a wonderful, happy Men's Health Awareness Month. We want to remind all gentlemen to please schedule your doctor's appointments. Please do the right thing. As we say on this show, make sure you are checked from your rudder to your tutor. That's from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, gentlemen. And make sure you do what's necessary, that you are living a long, healthy, and prosperous life. Also, we want to say happy Pride Month. June is Pride Awareness Month. This past weekend, I had the pleasure of hanging out with the wonderful people at Aetna. Aetna is a medical plan, and they were out there at Pride in the park in Grant Park. Saturday was torrential rains. It was so muddy and bad, but we were troopers. We hung out. We did everything we needed to do to meet all of the wonderful people who came out for Pride in the park. And then on Sunday, it was muddy and scorching. Muddy and scorching, but who better to get us all riled up and have fun was the one and only Miss Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, she showed up, she showed out. Shaka looks amazing, like she lost weight.
She did. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
the photos of her and Mayor Lightfoot, and she looks good. She looks
yes,
really good.
absolutely. And then I want to give a very special shout out to the 21st Ward. Alderman Howard Brookins Jr. There was a South Side Pride parade and
Mm-hmm.
party on Friday evening. I didn't make the parade, but I definitely checked out the party Friday night over at Mead Winery over on 90th and Hermitage on the south side of Chicago.
Mm.
And I had a great time. They had like frozen wine slushies, and honey, they slush me. They really did. Them slushies slush me. So that may be why this camera's not working. Who knows? I don't know, but want to wish everybody a happy Pride. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Kay Renee, what else we got in entertainment news? Keep talking, my darling.
Let's see. I think, well, not just entertainment. I just want to keep people up to date in regards to the partial building collapse that happened last week.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the toll has reached 12, and this is just really so discouraging that this happened. 12 people have been killed, and at least 149 people are unaccounted for. The search and rescue teams they continue to race to find local individuals, and there's a number that if you know anyone that's there, if you have loved ones, there's not a toll-free number, but it's a local number to call to make sure that your relative or friend, if they were in that building, to make sure that they try to locate your loved one. And the cause of this collapse is still unknown.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the interesting part. A letter was sent months before the deadly collapse, warned damage to the building after It was after a 2018 report raised some issues about the structural damage. So this is not over, and I guarantee you, Art, some heads are gonna roll. There's just no
Oh, are
doubt.
you kidding me? Major lawsuits will ensue from this. Just here's the deal. They have only recovered what, 12 bodies at this
That's it.
point?
That's it.
100 and what, 50 some people plus are missing
Yep.
at this particular point. We're 6 or 7 days out, and I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I don't want to be the one, but you better believe if somebody, and we've heard of miracles of people being found 8 to 10
Mm-hmm.
days later, but this is just, devastating in many ways. And then, back in April, I was right there in the vicinity of that building. I could
Yeah.
not believe that. When I'm a passenger in a car, I love architectural, just all things architecture.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally took a picture right there. Isn't that amazing? I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't, just like what? And when I went back in my camera, I said, hold on. I was right there. And
Yeah.
just to know that building is gone is just horrible in so many ways.
And my our thoughts and prayers go out to the families of the loved ones who are no longer with us, and the ones that are missing. I just could not imagine uh the hurt out, the pain that I would feel if that happened to my loved one. Yeah, Debbie, you're right. I bet
You're
they
right,
will go to
Debbie. You're right.
HOAs.
You're
Yep.
right. I there are places that I brought up things like, listen, you guys need to check this. You need to check that. They
Mm-hmm.
don't pay attention. They don't want to pay attention, and it does really make you wonder: could that happen anywhere else? I
Of
mean,
course it can.
right. Yeah.
I mean, Chicago, we are known to have not only skyscrapers but condo buildings, and we do have projects that
Right.
were, so we still have them. So it's just, you just have to be vigilant and making sure that your structure where you dwell is safe.
Right. Right. Very true. You're absolutely right with that. All right. What else you got in the news tonight?
Well, you remember last week a man jumped out of a moving plane in LAX. This
Right.
happened last Friday. Well, here's a name. Say it real fast. All right, his name is Luis Antonio Victoria Dominguez. He's 33 and lives and resides in La Paz, Mexico. He broke his leg when he opened the plane's emergency exit, and he jumped on a tarmac. So then he had to have surgery. Right? He's
Right.
expected to appear in court this week, and he's charged with one count of interference with a flight crew. And if he's convicted, he can face under 20 years in prison. But here's the deal. Now it's been said that he was under the influence of crystal meth when he jumped. So I
He would
wonder
have
if he's
had
going to
to
have a
been.
case.
He would have had to been. Here's the deal. As you all know, I'm a former flight attendant, traveled
Mm-hmm.
quite a bit, have now started the Urban Global Traveler series. Long story short, when you do those type of things, something has got to be wrong with you. First of all, to open a aircraft door after a plane has pulled away from the gate, a plane is pressurizing at that point. So you've got to
Mm-hmm.
have the strength of a giant to open that door. And then for you to jump out of a moving plane, do you know the velocity, the heat from the engines, all of that? And then a plane is not the level of a car. A plane
Right.
is much higher up. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he had to be high on something. He had to be. Look, Debbie got this laughing emoji. He had to be high on something. He had to have been.
Well, that's what he claims. He was under the influence of crystal meth. So whether or not he has a case, that remains to be seen. But and then he broke his leg. So you're right. Not only once he opened the door, he jumped on the tarmac. So something was gonna break at that rate of
Right.
speed.
Wow.
I
Just
tell you,
crazy. Somebody said, was it Spirit Airlines? No, it was not
no,
Spirit Airlines. It
it
was
wasn't.
actually American, wasn't? Or Delta, I think it was.
They didn't.
It was American Eagle. It was American
Okay,
Eagle. Yes, it
yeah.
was American Eagle. Yes. So it was not Spirit. He paid full price for that ticket.
And he gonna pay some prices when he goes to jail, because I'm sure they're going to convict him. Unfortunately.
Absolutely. All right. Well, anything else we need to add before we bring our guests in? I'm actually going to let you introduce our amazing guest tonight.
Well, before we talk about airlines, for those who work for Southwest, given the fact that this upcoming 4th of July weekend, you want to make some extra money, they put it out there. They're going to ask people to work double shifts and you
Yep.
get a
Yep.
nice check. So from the 1st of July to the 7th, they are asking nicely, but you know what that means, all right? They're kind of making you do this to work double overtime. So
Right.
and it is everybody, not just pilots, not just flight attendants, the gate agents, people that bring the planes in. So if you want to make some extra money for the next 7 days, and you work at Southwest, go for it.
Absolutely. Well, they were saying that travel is at an all-time high right now. That, the travel industry was so sluggish due to COVID-19, but everybody, I guess, was saving them stimulus checks to travel, was saving that income tax money, whatever the case may be. Everybody and their mama is getting ready to go somewhere. And it makes good sense. Now, gas prices are at an all-time high. They said they will probably be high like this until the end of summer. But I think people just want to celebrate each other, celebrate love. The year that we've gone through last year was something that none of us could have ever imagined. I said it was a biblical proportion. And so now people want to be free, travel, and do things. And speaking of being free, our next guest, I'm looking at her in the green room. She's a ravishing beauty. I think that might be her mom because I see a smile that looks absolutely matching. So if not, she better adopt her. If that's not her mama, she better adopt her. I'm just putting it out there in the atmosphere. I am. For those of you all that are just joining us, welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I apologize. I'm an avatar tonight, but at least I'm a sexy avatar. Look how great I look. Look at my profile, y'all. My swag. My hair is longer now. But for some reason, my camera is not working tonight, so I apologize. And you guys all know we'll be broadcasting from Hawaii in 2 weeks, so I definitely got to figure out what happened to the camera tonight. But okay, Renee, if you could do me the honor and pleasure of welcoming our next guest, that would be really great. All right.
Well, let me give our viewing audience who this young woman is. Let me just say this. I'm gonna start off with the what Stephen Covey said, to begin with the end in mind. I love her bio when it says at the end of her bio is this: she is a leader, she is a helper, and she is a force to be reckoned with. Now, you wonder who am I talking about, ladies and gents? This young, beautiful phenom. She is currently the reigning Miss Black Illinois Talented Teen 2021, and she's going to compete. See, I'm a former judge, so I can appreciate this. She will compete for the national title in D.C. on August 5th through the 9th. And just so you guys know what is Miss Black USA Talented Teen? It's a competition that's largely respected as a scholarship pageant for girls of color. So you got to be something in order to even compete in this competition. So that's one thing about this young lady. One, she also wants her two sheroes, our former First Lady Michelle Obama, and Professor and legendary Black Panther Party activist Miss Angela Davis.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Angela Afro Davis?
If you have sheroes like that, you're going to be doing your thing. But let me just give you some info about this one. She just recently finished her high school career at Lockport Township High School with 12 college credits, has a 3.7 GPA with her last semester being 4.3.
Wow. We need to get all that from her. We'll get all, just introduce her. Go ahead.
So, ladies and gents,
she got a lot for us to talk about.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Anise Puckett. Yay!
Hi. Okay, so Queen, I'm waving and blowing kisses. You just can't see me do that. I do it with every guest. I do. So glad to have you here. And who's the beautiful young lady with the same smile sitting next to you?
This would be my lovely mother, Monique
Oh,
Puckett.
hi, Mommy
Yay! Good
Bucket.
evening, ladies. How are you?
We're good. We're great, actually. As my mom would say, slightly above excellent.
Oh, oh, oh,
I like that.
fabulous. We like your mama. We like you too. Well, good evening.
Absolutely.
Yes, welcome to the show. Forgive me for being an avatar tonight, but snit happens, as we all know. And you being a young person, you understood what I just said. So we're trying to get it together. But see, your radiant smile and beauty is all we want to see tonight. So please introduce yourself to the audience. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself. And then we're going to get to talking about your two favorite she-rolls as well, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, say less. Hi, I'm Anise Puckett. I'm currently the reigning Miss Illinois Black Talented Teen USA. And today
Woohoo.
I'm here on this amazing show with you all, with my mom.
Yay.
I'm
Yay!
attending the number one HBCU, Spelman. I just want to say that for my Spelman sisters. And
Alrighty.
that's all.
Very good. So now, wait a minute. How did you even consider going into the pageant business? What made you want to go into being a pageant queen? Not only are you beautiful, but you're smart as well too. But not every young lady thinks about getting into pageants. So what made you go into the pageant world?
Well, I've been competing in speech for about 6 years now, maybe more than that. And my dad, I was looking for an oratory piece to perform, and he sent me to Shauna Barber's piece about giving up is the birth of regret, it's the birthplace of regret. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so inspirational. She talks a lot about failure, and he sent it to me because I felt like I was failing a lot because it was my junior year. Sophomore year was a very hard year with physics and chemistry. And he sent that to me, and I was like, I need to do a pageant. It's really because it's Shauna Barber. She's like my Kobe of pageantry. Like,
Oh,
Nice.
Shauna Barber is Miss USA 2016. She's the first military veteran to become a
mm-hmm.
Miss USA winner. She's from Washington, D.C. Currently, she's in Chicago right now, so hopefully come
Mm.
cheer one.
Shauna.
Hey, Shauna, receive
Yeah.
you support her. And
Yay.
essentially, that's really, I wanted to when I was younger, but I wasn't able to. And just seeing her story really made me want to do pageants again. So it really is her, Deshaun Barber.
Very good. That is so beautiful. Kay Renee, with you being a former judge for the pageants, I'm sure you have a lot to talk to about with this young lady. Go right ahead.
Well, first, if you were a contestant when I was judging Miss Teen Illinois, I would have been like, she's a winner. Because, a lot of people get misnomers about pageants. But basically, if people say, well, why would you join? It's about scholarship and getting the money to do what you need to do to pursue your career. But, in reading your bio, the one thing I just pick up from you and your mom, just make sure after this you give her a big hug and just let her know how much you love her. That's right. You are grounded. You talk about diversity. You're involved, when you were in when you were in school, you were involved in student government. You were dealing with the homeless. So tell me, what if money was no object at this moment, what is it that you would really like to do? How can Miss Anisa make a difference in this world right now if money was no object?
The first thing I would do, I'm really passionate about menstrual equity, and I would want to make sure that all women have menstrual hygiene products, especially in the prison system because they're heavily monopolized and overly taxed there. There's been some legislation and rule changing, but that would be the first thing I want to do because it's not something extra. It's like it's a bare necessity. And if money was not an object, I would definitely make sure they get quality products for free.
Wow.
Wow, that is so beautiful to just know you're thinking of others who are incarcerated, people who have had
Mm-hmm.
challenges in their lives. You are a young lady, adult at this particular point, and just to speak so beautifully about wanting to help people. That's incredible. It really, really is. Okay, Renee.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I got to talk about your sheroes. Now, there are many sheroes around. One I happen to know because we went to the same high school, and the other I've always loved. And so tell me, how is it that former First Lady Michelle Obama and power to the people Miss Angela Davis, how do these two women inspire you? And I know if you get the opportunity, and I'm sure they're probably listening, uh, for them to meet you, because you are the up and coming Shiro. You're the young woman that young little girls are gonna say, "I want to be like Anise."
Look, I want to be like her. That's how fabulous she is. Okay, so now just know, old men want, right? But the mama said the same thing too.
That's
Look,
right.
old women like me want to be like her because she's fabulous. Go right ahead.
Well, Michelle Obama and Angela Davis inspire me. Well, first, Michelle Obama always reminds me to be classy, to always be myself, and to be passionate for what I want, and to always continue to do it. And Michelle and Angela Davis really motivates me to be myself and to always be myself. Like, her message is that, you know, the unapologetic Black woman. And growing up where I grew up, I always had to be apologetic. And when I found out about her in high school, my freshman year, I was like, oh no, like I can't stand for this. My parents be like, well, oh, that's just what happens, being a Black woman in America. And I was like, what? I had to sit for this? I had to have all these things happen to me? I was like, no, this is not right. And everybody's like, oh, and I'm like, no. And Michelle Obama makes me make sure that I stay centered and I stay true. So both of them, they both have very similar qualities, but they both help me have like a different balance on who I want to be. And they both truly motivated me. Michelle Obama has been my role model since I was like, 6 or 7 when Barack was became president. And I really didn't have any true positive Black role models, women role models outside of my family. And when I saw Michelle Obama, I was like, oh my gosh, like I have to be this woman. I dressed up for her in 7th or 8th grade. Like I was, and my teacher would call me Michelle. Like I loved Michelle Obama so much. I still do. And then when I found out about Angela Davis one day, during a hard time in my life, I was like, wow, this woman is amazing. Like she's a true activist. She is truly for the cause. And she's a lot with prison reform as well. So another inspiration for sure.
Now you
Wow,
mentioned about
that is amazing.
your hard time, Anise. Talk to us about that. How is it that this hard time that you experience, and seeing Angela's like, okay, I can really emulate and just be strong because Miss Angela Davis was strong. So talk to us about that.
Throughout my life, at first I just thought it was bullying, and then I was talking to some of my friends at the NAACP, and they're like, Anise, that's racism, that's discrimination. And a lot of people make fun of me with my skin. I was assaulted physically, had some physical altercations. One day I was just sitting at a lunch table talking to my friend, and these students threw a water bottle at me, and previously they had thrown food in my hair. And everybody was just like, oh, that's just what happens. And then I had found out about Angela Davis from my dad. And I was actually really disappointed in myself because I didn't really want the kids to get any repercussions because I was afraid what they would do to me, and what people would think of me. And I was so disappointed in myself. Like, how could I ever allow myself to think that? So I created the Student Equity Action Committee at my school. And I've always been passionate about students' rights, but I especially want to make sure students know that they have a safe space, and that if they don't feel comfortable, I will go and talk to someone for them. And I do it quite often. I make sure that everyone gets their needs met because I feel that everyone should have the opportunity for everything, especially if they want it. So from that and learning about Angela Davis, I've been extremely passionate about people's rights because I was afraid of mine, and I don't want anyone to be afraid of their own rights.
Oh
Amen.
my God. Okay, Renee, I'm gonna let you get back to that. And I know I'm just the avatar tonight, but just listening to that has brought me to tears.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say this to you. You are a beautiful young lady. You're so eloquent. Don't ever let anybody dim your light. And
Yeah.
I appreciate you at a young age understanding how ugly the world can be and how you do not want to, put those people in trouble and harm and things like that. Stay strong, stay positive, and continue to just keep being who you are
That's
because the
right.
statement you just made speaks volume in so many different ways. Don't you agree, Kay Renee?
Absolutely. And let me ask you this, Miss Anise. Do I see a legal eagle in your future? Because I'm hearing you being an attorney of some kind. Is that what you would like to do, or
Um,
Spellman?
It's funny you say that because I'm actually competing for the National Bar Association, Region 7. Woo woo! I'm excited if
Yay,
you're
yay.
watching for the MLK Oral Advocacy Competition. I don't know if I want to be a lawyer or not. I was a political science major for a while. My dad, that's what his degree is in. And he always told us growing up that if you want to talk to me, you have three, credible resources. So I've been used to doing that type of stuff. I really have no idea. I really love business. Melody Hobson's another one. My she.
Oh
Yes.
yes,
Are you
yes.
kidding me?
Oh, good.
Southside's very own.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
Yes.
She's one of mine. So
Yes.
yes.
Right.
I am like a huge fan. Like when I went for my Starbucks interview, they're like, "Why do you want to work at Starbucks?" And I was like, "Melody Hobson," and they're like, "Oh wow!"
Right. Right.
I think she's amazing. So I'm either thinking either business or law. I haven't quite decided yet. I'm an econ major, so I could
Okay.
go to law school. I could take the pre-law, I could take the law school route, or I could take the, MBA route. But yes, I don't know yet.
You can have both, Anise. You can have that MBA JD. I mean, I see that happening too for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to just, if we could, talk to your mom. Your mom is just
Yes.
bursting with pride sitting there. Ma'am,
yes.
it's an honor to have you join us this
Thank
evening.
you. Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure. Thank you so much. But look, what is it like to just have, and I don't even know if you have other children, any of that, but you have a queen amongst you.
Yes.
And
you do.
what is it like to raise such a beautifully well-balanced young lady?
She has
Mhm.
I have three daughters.
three queens.
Oh, wow.
Oh
Congratulations.
wow. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Anise has always been one of the things that I really love about Anise is that she's always looking to do better, not only for herself but for her fellow man, her fellow friends, and she's one of the best people I know that once you give her instruction, she's able to glean what she needs for herself without taking on everything that you said and then immediately implementing it into what she needs to continue to move forward. She's one of the best people I know that do that.
Very
So-
good.
And the other thing is she's harder on herself when it comes to results, so that I never had to punish her because she does it herself.
Mm.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but she's harder on herself when it comes to things that she wants to improve. So she's able to come tweak those herself, and she comes and she talks to me, she talks to her dad, she talks to her mentors, and she comes up with solutions. She's always looking for solutions.
That's
Anise,
wonderful.
are you the youngest, oldest, or middle?
I'm the middle.
Oh,
my
wow.
God. Oh my God. Oh, look, I have a whole chapter about middle children.
Yes, Lord.
Okay, so that makes sense. Look, Mom, middle children dance to their own music. I'll just
They
put it to
do.
you like that. Yeah.
And she
They
definitely
do.
does do that. Yeah.
Very good.
Absolutely.
Very good. Very good. Well, congratulations on raising just such a beautiful daughter. I'm sure your
Yes.
other two daughters are incredible as well too. And just it just does my heart good to see a beautiful brown family. You know, a lot of times
Yes.
we have such negative stories and stereotypical things about us, but just to see a happy, loving black brown family just makes me so happy. Right, Kay Renee?
Oh, your mom reminds me of someone else I know, and it's just my mother. And I mean, I'm looking at her. I'm like, man, this is just so parallel here. But I just want to say to you, Mrs. Puckett, you and your husband did wonderful, and Anise and your sisters, as my late mom always say, children select their parents. So, Miss Anise, you select probably the best parents ever. Ever.
Think so? I'm just kidding.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'm just kidding. Yeah,
So
they're
I want to ask the two of you, what do you two do to empower each other? What do because we as women, especially black women, sometimes we neglect ourselves. And one thing I'm sure you will learn, Anise, that you got to take care of self. So what do you two do to continue to build the bond of mother and daughter?
Well, the first thing that we do that I think about is we pray together. We tell each other that we're proud of each other every
Mm.
night. And another thing that we do, my mom says once the clock strikes 12, it's a new day. So even if I did something bad, or as my mom said, not the intended results that we
Yes.
wanted,
I love that. I
I
love
love
that. I
that.
need to use that in my life. Right.
Yeah.
I did not mean to drink that whole bottle of alcohol. I did not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's I always talk about I do my best not to limit good and bad or put structure on that because sometimes we get results with things when we do things the way we want to do it, we may get the result we want, and sometimes we don't. So, uh, perfect example is if I say if we're both in the same house and we're supposed to meet at Willis Tower at the same time, but you choose to go down the Dan Ryan and I choose to go down State Street. But if we get there at the right time, was there one way better than the other? If we got there at the right time,
Right.
we're
Right.
looking for results. So I teach my girls to do their best, and if they're having an issue, and if it's one of those days where they need to have one of those personal moments, once the clock strikes 12:01 the next day, it's what solutions are we going to work on for different results today.
Wow. Incredible. Look, my mother has been gone since 2000. No, wait a minute now. When did my mother leave? 99. My mother left here in 99. I need a new mom. I'm a little too old to be your look. I'm too old to be your only son. But I may need to call you one day for some advice because that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
And you have a big sister, Miss Anise, anytime.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anytime.
Yes, absolutely. So
Thank
in
you.
closing, what can we do to help you? Let's talk a
Exactly.
little bit about DC. What's next for you? And we definitely will keep in touch. You and I are following each other on Instagram now.
Yes.
But
Yes,
whatever
we are
we can
too.
do, and then you got to promise you'll come back and see us. And I promise you, I won't be an avatar.
is that even a question? Oh my gosh.
Okay, but I won't be an avatar the next time you see me. So go right ahead.
It's okay if you are.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
So DC is August 5th to August 9th. Way to support me if you go to missblackusa.org. You can go to People's Choice, teen contestants. You can donate for People's Choice. You also go to my Instagram. There's some information on there. All my social media taglines are Anise Puckett. If you're looking for me, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of that. And there'll be some more information coming up soon. Yeah.
All right, wait a minute. Let me put this up here. MissBlackAmerica.com. Miss Black America.
Miss Black USA.
Miss
Miss
Oh,
Black
Miss
Black
Black
USA.
USA. Oh, Lord, honey, I done made you America. No, you USA. Hold on now. Wait a minute. Miss Black USA. All right, wait. K. Renee, hold on. Let me do this. Y'all can tell we're a little ghetto show. Miss Black
No.
USA. No, here we go. USA. I got to do everything. I do it all.
But
I
that's a
host
good
the
thing.
show. I do the graphics. I need an intern. All right, here we go. There we go.
Hey,
Oh, well, we
intern,
might talk
there
about
you
that. And it's a paid internship. It is.
there you go.
Okay, we'll talk next week. Miss
Okay.
Black America USA. MissBlackAmericaUSA.com. I need for you guys to go and help our guest tonight.
Please,
She's an
yes.
amazing young lady. We
Yes,
love
she
and adore
is.
her. Just a ray of sunshine. Her parents have done a great job. She
Oh,
is
my goodness.
one of three beautiful young ladies who are trying to make a difference in this world. We hear so many stories of negative things, so many stories of our young people not doing what's right. This
That's
young
right.
lady is shining bright like a diamond. She really
Yes,
is.
she is.
Hey, Renee, what do you want to say in closing to our guests?
This is my love, my hugs to you
Thank
both.
you.
If there's anything that I could do, Anise, you already reached out to me via Instagram. We can talk. I definitely
Awesome.
will support you. Mrs. Puckett, whatever you need, I could be that younger sister to you too. So I could be older sister to Anise, younger sister to Mrs. Puckett. So we're good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh,
We
you're
really
more than
appreciate the
welcome.
support. We do.
We do. We love you guys. And thank
Mhm.
you for just all that you do. Continued success.
Yes.
How did you guys fare COVID? How did that? How did a pageant happen and it was COVID?
Yeah.
Real quick before we go. Because look, I'm sure it was no in person. So how did that all work?
You want me to tell them?
Yeah, you tell.
Okay. It really started with the Deshauna Barber speech. She was performed it several times throughout the school year. Of course, it was all done remote. But for the pageant, it was really done by her bio, her essay, and pictures. And there were 69 other contestants, and she won out of the other 69 young ladies that entered in our area.
And I see why.
Amazing.
And I see why.
I do too. Even my avatar sees why.
That's right.
Even my avatar, like, yep. Even my avatar, like, yep, yeah. Well, Anise, I just want to say I love you so much. Thank you. Continue to be who you are. Such a shining, positive light in this world. We need more young ladies like you.
Yes, we do.
You know, the more I see these young ladies out here with these bonnets and all that, look, young ladies, you are queens.
See?
Oh, I know. I mean, look, you definitely gonna end up probably being an intern because you understand what you're going through.
That's right.
We are kings and queens, and that's what we're going to talk about our next segment. So make sure you guys go to YouTube and Facebook and continue to follow the show, because we're going to talk about the fact that we are kings and queens, and we should all be wearing a crown, much like the one on your head. We really should. Love you, ladies. Thank you so very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, K. Renee, who is she again, darling? Miss Illinois. Go ahead, dear.
Miss Illinois Black Talented Teen 2021, who is competing in DC in August. So go support Miss Anise and Mom and the family.
And the family. And right. This is a black thing.
That's right.
Everybody. MissBlackUSA.com. Yeah, we one big family. We love you. Right. God bless you, ladies. Thank you so much. And have a great night. See you. Bye. Oh, that was so fabulous. That was K. Renee. Did I lose you? All right,
no,
Lord, I lost you. No, you kind of blanked out. Okay, you there? Okay, good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Am I back?
Yeah, you good.
There we are. I'm back.
Yeah, you on the screen. Absolutely.
Yes.
Right. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Wasn't that amazing?
As I said to her, if she had been one of the contestants when I was judging, I'd be like, she the winner. Let's forget all the rest of them. She the winner.
she is amazing. She is absolutely amazing. Nothing but just grace, talent, a good vibe about her, and then her two she roles are just incredible women, to say the least.
Absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
Coming up tomorrow night on the Wednesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. Tomorrow evening will be our last show. The show will be going on hiatus until July 12th. Then when we come back July 12th, I'll be broadcasting live from Hawaii. So hopefully you guys, my camera will be up and running by then. If not, I'll have to get another camera. I don't know what the world happened to the camera tonight. So we do apologize for that. At least my avatar looks great. You guys know who it is. You can hear me crystal clear. Our co-host is the amazing Miss K. Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. She is the blonde bombshell this summer. And blonde bombshell, are you okay over there?
I'm good. Just to, our first guest and with her mom, it just made my heart full. It really did, because it lets us know that we are just so talented, and to see our young people doing the darn thing, and Miss Anise is doing the darn thing.
She is.
Just so
she
proud.
Really is. Yes, she is. Absolutely. All right. We want to remind everyone that as of tomorrow evening, the Real Chat Daddy Show will be going on hiatus. When we return, we'll be back on July 12th, Monday, July 12th. The show will be broadcast live from Hawaii. Same show time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific. I almost couldn't say that, K. Renee. I did. So make sure you guys put that on your calendar. We will have a wonderful time. K. Renee will be in our in her Chicago studio. I'll be in Hawaii from some location. We've got to scout all of that out, and we got to figure out what's going on with this camera. We got another show tomorrow night. I can't be an avatar every night, even though this is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I've done a million things since I've been an avatar tonight. So Now, this might be the new way to go for me. Who knows?
Well, I have a story. There's a black story behind avatars with another show, but we can talk about that later.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, Lord. So should everybody be an avatar, maybe?
Well, let me just say this, Art. If you're going to be an avatar, you would think that the panelists should know who you are. And
Right.
there's a certain show out there in YouTube land whose main guest was an avatar, but the panelists never saw her face.
Oh, the host was an avatar, right?
Correct. Yes.
Oh my God! So that could have been anybody.
Exactly. But the panelists never knew who she was. They never didn't, when they had meetings and such, it was always this person showed the avatar and not her face.
Isn't that interesting? Well, no, I'm not trying to do that. I like to be seen. I like to, my hair to be seen. I'm used to being seen. So that's interesting. I'm only an avatar tonight, you guys, because my camera is not working. But we don't know what that's about, but we'll try to fix it, before the night is over. All right, very good. Well, last night we had the honor and pleasure of attending a wonderful screening last night at the AMC 21 Theater in the, what neighborhood is that? That's Streeterville.
Streeterville, yes.
Last night, I had the honor of inviting some of my close friends and colleagues, of course, because Kay Renee is the co-host of the show. She had to be there, as well as other great people and friends. And we just had a wonderful time. And last night, we went to the premiere of Summer of Soul. This is an acclaimed documentary by now filmmaker Ahmir Questlove Thompson, who presented this powerful and transforming documentary, part music, part history record recorded around an epic event that celebrated Black history. This took place over 6 weeks in the summer of 1969. It was actually in Harlem, which was 100 miles south of Woodstock. And as you guys all know, Woodstock was famous in 1969. It got all of the news, the credit, everybody loved it, all of that. But thousands of African American and really Black and brown people, our brothers and sisters of the Latin diaspora, was there as well too, and it was really wonderful. Last night we got a chance to see never seen before concert performances by Stevie Wonder, Nina Simone, Sly and the Family Stone, Gladys Knight and the Pips, Mahalia Jackson, B.B. King, and the Fifth Dimensions, and so many more. All I can say, you guys, is Soul of a Summer is phenomenal. Kay Renee, what did you think about last night?
I'm still in awe. And mind you, in '69 I was 2 years old, right? So to see a 19-year-old Stevie Wonder, to see the Fifth Dimension, and what was the nice part, Art, the interviews of some of the artists watching themselves, right? 50 or so years earlier. That was even amazing to see Marilyn Monroe go through, watching her performance with her husband, Billy Davis, and the rest of the members of the Fifth Dimension, and how proud she was of performing during the Harlem Cultural Festival. Because, the thing that really I think is a good thing now, even though this footage was hidden for 50 so years, it was hidden in someone's basement, now is a time, and I will say this, and I don't care who hears it, we're going to stop whitewashing history. Yep. Because that history needed to been shown. It needed to been brought out. And we got history within the documentary. I mean, to see Mahalia, the queen of gospel, I mean, she just went to town. And see both her and Mavis, the empress of gospel, right? Singing together, Precious Lord, and telling the story and how that song was so prominent after Dr. King was assassinated, because that song was sung at his funeral, and Mahalia was one that sung it. So, and she Mavis told the story and how Mahalia wanted her to sing, and then she joined her in the song. Nina Simone, who looked like the queen that she was, playing that piano, giving history lessons to the audience. It was just, I was just amazed and in awe. I
I
mean,
was too. I
yeah,
love the fact when Mahalia say, honey, Mahalia ain't feeling all
right,
so well today. Can you do it? And
right.
Mavis was like, can I do it? And Mavis got up and wore it out.
She
Mavis
did.
wore it out. And so that just goes to show you the tenacity that we have as people, and then to see the multicultural uh,
Yes,
gap being brought together of people not being so divided, and it was all about love and happiness. You know, my aunt who lives in New York, who is in her late 80s, I had the pleasure of talking to her, and she and my uncle were there. And I
okay.
told you that my New York relatives really played a very instrumental part in who I am to this day. My liberalness, my wanting to see the world and embrace other people. And she said, baby, that was a time like you just wouldn't believe. And
I
and
believe
to
it.
know that Harlem was starting to be on the downturn then.
Mm-hmm.
And I started hanging out in Harlem when I was 13 years old, and would see prostitutes turning tricks and drug addicts, and now to see that Harlem is a commercial, a very commercial. I mean, any major restaurant you want is in Harlem, any major
Mm-hmm.
clothier, any of that. Just it makes me wonder, Kay Renee, what happened to us as a people over the years?
We some of us just didn't feel the need to have hope. You know, I mean, you think about it. During that time, what happened prior to the festival? John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Malcolm X was assassinated in 65. Then you had Dr. King assassinated in 68. And then a few months later, Robert Kennedy was assassinated. Vietnam was going on. And let's not forget, Art, I think, as I shared it with one of our colleagues last night, the reason why I think Summer of Soul or the Harlem Cultural Festival was not televised because black people at the time were very honest. During one of the performances on July 20th, 1969, there was an important event. Man landed on the moon. And one of the white reporters was out in the festival getting commentary, asking black attendees, what do you think? And they were very honest. I said, what do we care about the man on the moon? What about what's happening down here on Earth?
Right, right.
They were
Very good.
very honest. I said, that's the reason why it wasn't televised, because folks spoke the truth.
Right, right. Very right. You're right about that 100%. You absolutely are. Well, we want to encourage everyone, if you could, to please try to see Summer of Soul. Questlove, you did a tremendous job. This film has
Yes.
been sitting around for 50 years. And just, I can't believe it. Please follow Summer of Soul on all social media platforms. It'll
Mm-hmm.
be released in theaters and on Hulu on July 2nd. It is PG-13, and it
Mm-hmm.
runs 1 hour and 57 minutes. When I tell you guys, we sang, we danced in our chairs, we went to
Mm-hmm.
church last night.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who I invited have sent me some type of message or hugged me that night and said what a revelation Summer of Soul was. Yes.
Amen. Amen. And
Yes.
you're gonna cry too because but it's not a bad cry. It's just, during the time and where were you when this happened, right? And just the performances. Not only just the people that you knew. There are some people I never knew, right? But they
Right.
just perform like no one's business because you can tell the passion and the love just exuberated when they perform. So I just I can't wait to see it on Hulu on Friday.
Yes, it's going to be incredible. Yes, Friday,
Mhm.
July 2nd, it'll be released on Hulu. Well, Kay
Mhm.
Renee, Lord, the storm got my lights flashing over here.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've been hearing over here too.
I know. Is there anything else we need to talk about? Because we can go ahead and sign off. For more information about the film, please, you guys, go to searchlightpictures.com/Summer of Soul. Searchlightpictures.com/Summer of Soul. Anything else we need to talk about, my darling?
Two things. One, today is a special day for me because my parents
It
have
is. It
they
is.
would have
Yes, let's talk
celebrated their
about that.
58 years. They were married 47 years on this earthly plane. But happy anniversary, mommy and daddy. I love you. Thank you so much for coming this way. And it would be remiss if I didn't give that nugget. And now, given what we
Oh no, we were gonna
had,
let you give the nugget. We want to congratulate Miss Kim also on her actress debut. Can we talk about that?
yes. Yes, she's going to be in a play. It starts, I think, next month and in Oklahoma City. So definitely follow my podcasting sister, Kimberly A. Coleman, and you can get all the information. If you're in Oklahoma City, go check her out because she's excited, and I'm really happy for her. Very happy for her.
Very good. All right, let's do that nugget of knowledge, my dear.
Yes, today is Live Your Truth Tuesday, and it is embrace the pace of your own journey. Hashtag embrace your journey with faith.
Oh my God, that is
Uh-oh.
incredible. That is powerful. Are you there? Can you hear me?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay,
I can
good.
hear you.
For more information, you guys follow Karen at karensnuggetsofknowledge.com. That's karensnuggetsofknowledge.com. K. Renee, tonight is your last night before we go on hiatus.
Yes.
Anything you want to say to everybody before we go on hiatus? You look amazing, my dear. You
Thank
really do, with
you.
your hair cascading over your eye. You look like a seductress. You really do.
Well, Art, thank you so much for allowing me to utilize your platform for my voice. I look for you to have a safe trip to Hawaii. I'm looking forward to being your co-host when you're doing the live shows. Be safe. To all, have a great 4th of July weekend. You'll see me in July. So much love to
Yay.
all.
Yay, absolutely. Again, you guys, for more information, karensnuggetsofknowledge.com, karensnuggetsofknowledge.com. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Miss Dion Nicole Smith will be our co-host. We're paying homage to Black entertainment tomorrow night. All things Black entertainment, and also our good friends from the ETA Theater Foundation will stop by to see us.
Wonderful.
The ETA is an iconic theater institution on the south side of Chicago. So we'll be talking about some of the wonderful programming that they're doing to help get ETA back up and running post-pandemic. Isn't that great?
Wonderful.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. K. Renee, stay warm, stay dry.
Yes.
Baby, it's pouring again. 40 days and 40 nights. You okay?
I'm good. I'm looking out my window and I'm like, okay.
Baby.
I just wanted to stop.
40 days and 40 nights, darling. All right. Well, as you guys all know, on this show, we said we will be wearing our mask until November of 2025. They said on the news today that the Delta strand is really very prevalent. I actually I've had 2 COVID tests in the last 5 days. So hopefully everything is all good with people. Don't forget to wear your mask and wash your hands and be very careful, you guys. All right. Thank you so much, Wamelda. We love you so very much. Thank you, Wamelda. Keep watching the show. Candace Lewis, we love you, darling. Stay safe. Debbie Green, we love you. We love all of you guys who watch the show on a regular, okay? Tomorrow night, Black entertainment, Black Hollywood, Black musicals, Black everything. And then July 12th, we'll be broadcasting from Hawaii. All right, you guys. Love you all so very much. K. Renee, stay fabulous, my dear.
I shall. You say fabulous as well, my
dear. You sure you're going to stay fabulous, babe? You sure?
Of course. I have no choice.
No other choice. Right. I mean, what else is there? And let's talk about the Puckett ladies. Weren't they amazing?
Oh, my goodness. I'm just so proud of Anise and her mom. Can't wait for her to compete in August. And I hope she does well.
All right, darlings. Take care, you guys. Be safe. God bless. I apologize for being an avatar tonight, but the show must go on, and we did what we had to do. Take care of yourselves. Be well, you all. Do me a favor. Go to therealchatdaddy.com for more information about yours truly. I'm not just an avatar. I am a human who does a lot of great things, but I am an avatar tonight because my camera went out. We don't know what has happened here, but therealchatdaddy.com is where you can find out more information. We also ask that you please go over to YouTube and Facebook and subscribe to The Real Chat Daddy Show. All right, you guys have a wonderful night. We love you so very much. Stay out of trouble, everybody. Be safe. See you guys. Don't get
Bye.
wet. Be good. Love
No.
you. And
Bye.
bye.